I'm Father Francis Nallappan. I am an oblate of Mary Immaculate. We are part of a missionary congregation. So I would just like to share a few thoughts on evangelization today and mission work today in the context of the emerging church after Vatican II. The Vatican II still emphasizes on mission as proclamation of the gospel and the implanting of the church, the two pillars that they propose as part of a missionary work. But I believe that in a multi-religious and multicultural context like India, this would be far-fetched simply to limit evangelization to these two pillars. Therefore, I believe that we need to go beyond as we have mission agendas. I think today we need to call it as mission intergendas, which means that we need to discover and rediscover the presence and the operation of the Holy Spirit in and through the many cultures, the languages, the religions in which she has been operative far beyond and antedating even Jewish and Christian traditions. We have this beautiful literature from the Hinduism, from Buddhism, that they have all been fruit of the work of the Holy Spirit. We all know from Redemptoris Hominis number 6 and 11 that any true prayer is from the Holy Spirit, and it is the truth and grace given by the Holy Spirit. Along this line, I believe that we need to be sensitive to during our mission to people of different religions, different cultures, and that's the first form of mission. That's why Federation of the Asian Bishops Conference believe that humble witness and service is the only form of mission that we could do in the context of Asia. And that's what I also would like to say emphatically, that the mission is not simply about proclamation of the gospel, but it starts up with an inner experience of the risen Christ, which is the basis of all evangelization. Our great theologian and the Vatican II proponent D.S. Amlar, who founded the National Biblical Liturgical Catechetical Center NBCLC in Bangalore, is the epitome of the Vatican renewals. He summarizes evangelization in India as the inner experience, the Advaitic experience, which is the core of the evangelization and in fact the source of any evangelizer, the missionary. And therefore, to start off with this inner experience is the true pillar, the first pillar on which our evangelization work starts. And from here we move on. Not only that, we in and through this inner experience we experience the word, the world, and the church. These are the three realities. The deeper the experience of the word we have, then the deeper the experience of the world, which we correspond in our prophetic interpretation of this word and world. And that is the prophetic mission that we are called on to do in this age, where if we want to be truly representing the prophetic tradition of the mission of Jesus, then we are called on to be aware of the presence of the Spirit in and through the work of many sages and saints in the whole human race. And that's partly what we draw in, so that we see God as the source and summit of all that is holy, and that through our experience inside our heart we will be able to experience the same outside of ourselves. The microcosmos as we are able to stand out and say that what we experience within is what we experience outside. The kingdom within is lived in and through our involvement and participation in the creative presence and the operation of the Holy Spirit. Thank you for listening, and this is a humble appeal that through our life we present Christ and present Him in the way that He is already found in and through our people with whom we live. And along with this, I also would like to see that not only in the people but also in the whole nature, that the work of the Holy Spirit is seen, as we can clearly see, and therefore protect and live with and for them. Thank you very much.